Here's a little bit of Pastor Jamal Bryant speaking at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church on yesterday. Then I'm going to talk to Nina Turner right after this. Play it.
For the last 18 weeks, we've been boycotting Target. And said there's no way in the world we going into Target where black people were spending $12 million a day. We said to Target, you got to do 4 things in order for us to walk into that store. Is that you got to invest $250 million in the black banks. Number 2, you got to honor what you said to George Floyd's family and invest $2 billion in the black business. Number 3, you got 27 of these stores on white campuses, but not one at a HBCU. You ought to partner with 6 HBCUs with their business programs so that young people will be able to scale their business and do a national franchise. We said to you that you've got to reimagine what DEI is, and absolutely 16 weeks later, you didn't deliver to us. Even after we made your stock drop, even after the CEO salary was cut by 42%, even after you lost $12 billion in valuation, but you thought you was gonna go around me and go to the National Baptist Convention and sell out for $300,000. Are you crazy to think that we gonna sell out for chump change? You must not know who we are. Our Father is rich in houses and land. In 1961, the National Baptist Convention was meeting, and they did not want to support a young preacher from Georgia named Martin Luther King. They said, you speaking too loud about civil rights. We don't want you to do all of that. Just preach and sit down. Don't march. Don't make a stand. Don't challenge the government. And as a consequence, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Gardner Taylor walked out of that church and started the Progressive Baptist Convention, where we come in full circle. And I need you to know it wasn't just the National Baptist of America. It was also the National Baptist of USA. It was also the Missionary Baptist. It was also the Church of God in Christ. And the $300,000 was not per institution. They gave them Negroes $75,000 for them to just sit down and roll over. Not me, Jack. I called the president of the National Baptist Convention. I said, Rev, we can't go out like that. We are selling ourselves short. He said, Jamal, give me a couple of days. Let me get the board together. I said, bro, you can get your board together, but Sunday morning I'm going to the mic and I got to say something. And you got to give me something to work with. He said, Pastor Bryant, give me a couple of days and I will do it. I said, you got 1 week to send me in writing that the Baptist Convention stands with the boycott, stands with the oppressed, stands with the marginalized, stands with the nameless and faceless people who are on the front line. $75,000. Baptist Convention, I'll write you a check. You can't sell yourself out for $75,000. Something has got to break. Over the last couple of weeks, Target been playing in my face. Been hiring internet influencers to go online, rappers and artists and athletes to play and to broadcast outside of Target and in Target, thinking we ain't gonna say nothing. But you ain't got to talk directly to me. All you got to do is watch the rerun of The Color Purple. Until you do right by me, nothing you do is gonna work. We will break Target, we will break Dollar General, and we will break any company that doesn't honor our dignity while they trying to take our dollar. The devil is a lie. Something gotta break. I do not have ire with the black church because I recognize the fingerprints of satanic principality. It is the intention of the enemy for us to fight each other. I am not declaring war on any of those Baptist conventions. I am declaring war of the spirit of division. Come on, y'all ain't saying nothing to me. White supremacy takes delight at us fighting one another. But if we learn how to stand together as one, we are an undefeatable force. The old Negro spiritual was walk together, children. Don't you get weary. Do you understand how powerful we would be if black people would just stick together and stop stabbing each other in the back and live with love of Jesus Christ?
Folks, joining me right now is Nina Turner. She's the founder of We Are Somebody. You go to wearesomebody.org. They put this graphic here. I go to my iPad. I put them on blast Friday, those black denominations. After that press release, they put this on social media. They're handling Strike for All at the Target boycott continues. And I made this point. I'm gonna make it again. I'm gonna make it again. I need people to understand that Jamal Bryant is not the leader of the Target boycott. Nina Turner is not the leader of the Target boycott. Tamika Mallory is not the leader of the Target boycott. Nakima Levy Armstrong is not the leader of the boycott. These are all individuals who are part of the Target boycott. And that's important, Nina, because we understand how folk have to work together, because one group, one organization, one denomination can't do it. But and guess what? Then people do different things. And so Nakima and her group in Minneapolis are doing their thing. You, Tamika, and Jamal are doing y'all thing, and other folks are doing their thing. But what cannot happen is when you have these groups go meeting under the guise of they represent millions of black people, negotiating on behalf of black people, and they ain't talked to black people.
That's exactly right, Ro. I mean, just listening to your soliloquy, you laying it out between you and Pastor Bryant. I mean, I was just, hopefully your crew don't think I'm crazy, because I was amening and almost shouting. We got to tell the truth, and we have to expose this. Now, anybody can be redeemed. And I am hoping that the National Baptist Convention USA and all the others who were involved in this will have a moment, an epiphany moment, and ask for that forgiveness. As you said, I mean, you all up in my notes. I feel the same way, that they should apologize to the black community, give that money back, and join forces with us so that we can be a greater and stronger force. Your point about this movement is much bigger than any one individual. Certainly, the spark was led by certain individuals, but the movement itself wouldn't be as successful as it is in terms of what Reverend Dr. Jamal Bryant enumerated in terms of the CEO cuts, the traffic cuts, the stock, all of that. That is because millions of people in this country, sparked by black people, have decided that they are not going to go to Target. And so this is a grassroots bubbling up all across this country.
Yeah, and the thing here is that people have to, again, understand no boycott is successful without the people. None. So you need the people. So if you make a move like the National Baptist Convention USA, like Kojic, like the Missionary Group of America, then you need the people, not one person, not a couple of folks negotiating. On what authority are you actually negotiating on behalf of the people? What offends me is the statement they put out talking about you got $300,000 and how you gonna use that to help senior citizens, scholarships, and entrepreneurial programs, when the very boycott is about advocating for existing black-owned businesses. You don't need to go create an entrepreneurial program when there's one right now.
And we're also a program that's going to run out of money. I mean, as you said, even before you divide it, that $300,000 was really comes up to really nothing.
$100,000 a denomination.
It's worse than Judas and the 30 pieces of silver. I mean, at least Judas even got a little more than what they've gotten. But even if we put that aside, $300,000 for the type of programs that you're naming is not enough. We're trying to build generational wealth here, not the penny here and a penny there. It really makes no sense whatsoever that they would do that. But Ro, you and Dr. Brian, look, y'all done took it to the streets. It is my hope that this does not become a personality driven, that the people involved in this will understand that they made a mistake, ask for forgiveness, let's get redemption, and let's come together and do something real for our people.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.